Welcome back to this week's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Clearly, there's a lot going on in the world, so we're here to let you know. I'm here with Patrick and John. We're going to cover some interesting topics today. So anyways, let's get into it.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, obviously, like the most, I think the thing that we've been talking about the most is basically just this like American Eagle thing, which to be fair, I don't even really know what's going on. And maybe I'm wrong for like not looking into it, but correct me if I'm wrong. Like the gist of it is that she's just white and attractive and it pisses people off.
And she says she has good genes when she's literally just talking about, people are taking it that she's talking about her like biological genes.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like
It's like, yeah, they're kind of referencing that in
They're spelled completely different though.
yeah, but like they're kind of referencing that in the fucking commercial, because like people always say like, oh, these genes were passed down. Like people actually pass down pairs of genes.
Yeah.
Gene, like if you get a good quality gene, like they'll last forever.
Well, it's also like the idea, like, I mean, American Eagle just did like a play on words. It literally, I don't know if you saw the commercial, but it's like Sydney Sweeney has good genes. It's kind of like the idea of like she's wearing American Eagle jeans, so they're actually referring to the genes, but like obviously they're talking about her genetics because she's like a sex icon in Hollywood and shit. So, but then everyone's kind of now, you might know more than me, but like from what I understood, they're kind of taking it like because she's blonde with blue eyes, that's like white supremacy, like nasty shit.
Yeah, fucking
I
bullshit.
don't know about all that, but I get most of my news from like investors like on Twitter or X. So what happened basically was that like they hired her, which is like cause she's I don't know,
She's
not
pretty
a meme.
she's
but,
pretty like up and coming.
yeah,
like
yeah,
in the
like everyone
world.
knows her by her looks.
Yeah,
pretty much.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, she's a good actor too. She was in
Yeah.
a really good show. Anyway,
Not kidding.
Euphoria.
so like their stock went up crazy like after they posted that commercial with her in it.
They went up.
Yeah, it went up like crazy. So people were saying it's like the Sydney Sweeney effect. And so after that, I think it just blew up like crazy.
Everyone's saying the world's like
Yeah, where it's
opening up now.
World's healing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going back to normal. People
guess
are
it's
not
also-
sharing anymore.
Bro, I'm sorry, but like at what point in the world are we supposed to like be mad about like celebrating someone's beauty? Like people would like widely agree that she's a good-looking girl, and she's, I mean, you know, she has a questionable approach maybe on like the way she went through Hollywood and everything, because she did like a lot of basically like softcore porn. Like, you know, it wasn't even like really acting. But at the end of the day, whatever, she's monetizing whatever opportunities are coming her way, and clearly she's doing a really good job. I don't know why. And listen, jealousy is a disease. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so, like, I understand that people are jealous and haters, and under every like unattractive girl's post, there's always the girls who are hating on the haters, saying like, "Why do you guys always talk down to women?" And then under every pretty girl's post, there's the same girl saying she's not even all of that. You guys are like gassing it up. Like, I saw this one post. It was like she doesn't even have good genes. She has like droopy eyes, and I'm like, okay, but like good genes. I mean, with the exception of like medical things, but like genetics in reference to looks is all a subjective thing anyway. So it's kind of like if everyone agrees that she's attractive, or like a large majority of people agree that she was attractive, your like opinion doesn't really matter, especially when like all of those comments come from like the most abomination looking human beings, like probably some of the most rough looking people I've ever seen. And it's like, she's not even that pretty. You guys are like overdoing it.
Beauty standards are real though. Like
But it's like
every
all
model,
all
you
the
see
people.
online,
So my bad.
all the people you see online aren't gonna look the way they're intended to look.
Of
So if it's
course.
Photoshop. So I understand that whole aspect, but you can't get mad at someone for
Bro, and all
doing
the
an ad.
people that are like bitching about it are like white liberals. Like, I've been seeing like mad like clips of like people going out on the street and like interviewing people like that are like literally protesting the fucking ad.
I
And
know.
it's all just
But they're also
white
harassing
liberal.
her,
like,
bro.
like, bro, you're literally white too. What are you saying? It's race? Like,
But it's
Like,
also
I don't
like,
get it.
What is it? What bothers you about it? The fact that another white woman is doing well? Are they just not at all supposed to do good anymore because it's offensive? Like, the girl is obviously very successful. She got hired to do something. It's not even like it was her fucking. She didn't direct the commercial. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, so maybe she did, but like from what I understood, she didn't. Right? She's using what she's popular for to promote something. Clearly, something worked because American Eagle had a pretty nice response. Whether it was all negative or not doesn't matter. And so, like, here's my issue. Like, why is it bothering people so much that she's just doing what they would do in her shoes? You get what
bro,
I'm
my
saying?
thing is like, if that was like a pretty black girl that was in that ad, there'd be no controversy.
Instead, now it's like Sydney Sweeney, for example, her personally, now ignoring American Eagle, is walking into like whatever events that cool celebrities go to, and there are people outside, fucking racist, bitch. It's like, bro, what? She got paid like $1 million to just stand in front of a camera and say, I have good genes. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you have done? Would you have been like, and it's also,
There's
it's funny,
nothing even racist about that anyway.
but the funniest part is that every single person who's saying it's racist would have done the exact same thing. As a matter of fact, I would argue that the same people who are saying it's racist for a couple $1 million would go on camera and just say the N-word repeatedly. Like, I really do.
Those people would also not shop at American Eagle. You know, in the eyes of the company, they're trying to get a target market.
Exactly.
And so they're choosing Sydney Sweeney, likely because they, you know, those
And then I
those
saw-
are the type of people that are going to shop there.
I saw someone bring up like Lululemon. Like Lululemon has like, I think their biggest size, I don't know, they don't sell clothes for fat people. No one ever bitches about that. They don't. They literally don't.
But bro, that's
been like a
pretty
thing.
understandable though.
And the CEO has been open about that. He literally says, I don't sell clothes for fat people. I mean, Lululemon's like, it's workout clothes pretty much.
But do you understand that also, right? Here's the thing.
And no one bitches about it.
The amount of fabric, like if your company uses high quality fabric, they're gonna have to cut. They're gonna have to have a lot of losses if you're very big because they can't charge you more for being fat. That's like discriminatory. So it's like,
Is it really?
well, of course.
I
if,
mean,
like,
you're buying more fabric.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but like
That's like me buying a
okay,
T-shirt over a pair of pants. Obviously, the pants are gonna be more than a T-shirt.
The only way they can separate it is men's sizes, kids sizes, and women's sizes. They can't say fat fucks pay $20 and like fit
Every-
people pay 10. You know?
every
then there's
X.
also that.
Yeah.
Every X
Isn't
to
it?
your
There's
XXL
also,
is
there's also that.
$10.
There's also that store that's called Big and Tall. I
Yeah.
don't feel discriminated. I'm not big and tall. I'm not. Why is there only a store for big and tall
Yeah,
people?
yeah. What the fuck? Like, you know.
I mean, I'm tall, but I'm not big.
But even like Victoria's Secret and these types of companies where it used to be only, you
Oh,
know,
Victoria's
or
Secret,
Miss
really?
America. Those are the best. Miss
Isn't-
Americas now are not
Isn't that a doll?
attractive. No, the Miss Americas, they're like the ones who,
bro, it's
like there's Miss Puerto Rico. there's
Oh,
Miss
that shit.
it's
Okay.
everywhere.
Republic,
It's
yeah.
every single where. Even reality TV is like casting.
Bro,
the
Miss
most disgusting
America
people.
was like the obese lady one.
Yeah. There was like a billboard, Cash App billboard with Timothy Chalamet,
Chalamet,
on it.
yeah.
and there's nothing else. Just Cash App, like the logo, and then a picture of him, which is even weirder because like you should explain what your company does.
I mean, I feel like
But
everyone
anyway.
knows what Cash App is.
Yeah, but like just to use a picture
yeah.
of Timothy Chalamet, it doesn't even make sense. Like the American Eagle one makes sense because she's wearing jeans in the video, you know, she's
Yeah.
striking a pose. But him, he's
I
just
feel like the
sitting there.
Timothy one is just more just like, oh, Timothy Chalamet. Like everyone fucking knows who he is.
Cash
And
App.
he's using Cash App, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But like,
Hey, he probably made like $800,000 just to stand in front of a fucking
Yeah.
Right.
billboard. Like,
Exactly. But this is another thing that fucking I'm like on TikTok, you always see like there'll be like clips of like early 2000s or like 90s or whatever. Everyone's like, "Oh, I wish I grew up in this time. Oh, look, everything was so much fun back then." But now, like, bro, if the people that are saying that are like these hatred people that think everything is like wrong now lived in the 90s and early 2000s, they would kill themselves because there was racist humor in every movie.
yeah.
Like people were out here enjoying themselves. Like no one cared about if you were black, white, Asian, Mexican. Like everyone just had fun.
And like,
Like,
there was definitely
everyone,
racism,
like-
but like not to the level. Like, I
Nah,
feel like
yeah, there
not,
was
like,
obviously-
social media. There was no social media.
Yeah.
The thing is like, think about it.
No one saw a Calvin Klein ad with Mark Wahlberg being ripped up with a beautiful model with him and be like, "Oh, that's fucked up that they don't have fat people in it."
Well, hear me out. Social media created like people to become even more obsessive because now they have access to just seeing things
and
constantly.
saying whatever they
So
want.
if like Sydney Sweeney's ad is constantly on your feed and you're fat and unattractive, you're gonna eventually find a way to get offended because it can't just be your fault that you're unattractive because you don't take care of yourself. It has to do with the fact that society is wrong for finding you unattractive. Well, it's a societal norm that people find me unattractive. If everyone's celebrating being unhealthy, then everyone would find me attractive. No, actually, probably not. Like, I don't care if it was popular to be fat. Back in the day, the only reason why women were attracted to fatter men is because they looked rich. Women have always been attracted to money. Now men are ripped and rich. So it's kind of like, at the end of the day, like, bro, it all comes down to like attraction. Like there's like an actual medical explanation for the fact that people are attracted to fit people because people aren't attracted to people who are unhealthy as a whole, right? Like even me, I'm not like the best shape and I'm aware of that, but I'm not sitting here saying everyone's wrong for thinking I'm out of shape. I'm more just like, yeah, I have to get back in shape. Like it's pretty easy to like come to that resolution. I also don't feel as good as I did when I was in great shape. Like I just sleep. I don't sleep as good. Shit, climbing up the damn steps today, I was like, woof, like, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just getting old or whatever. But the moral of the story is like, it allows people to be like more delusional. Now social media, everything's happening constantly. And think about it, bro. We're on social media right now. We're making a podcast right now. We don't give a fuck about American Eagle. We probably wouldn't even be talking about this, but this is what everyone's talking about. And so that's like me just being 100% real.
Controversy.
And this is going to piss people off more. And this might actually help us do better. That's the problem.
You know what? I like the American ad.
I do
American
too.
Eagle ad.
More power to Sydney Sweeney. You know what I'm saying? At least she has clothes on this. Huh?
You saying that reminds me of the Coldplay thing with the CEO and the HR
What?
head. Remember when they were like hugging on each other?
Oh, the CEO.
Oh,
yeah. That reminds me of that because like that would not have been famous if we did not have social media. There was
That's
no,
true, yeah.
you know.
In a way, it's a benefit because it's like, oh, that guy's kind of being a scumbag and stuff. But like, bro, I really don't care. I'm not losing sleep over some random guy's marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel bad for the wife,
You'll
but
admit that.
that's about it. Oh, man.
So, but long story short, like, bro, I'm just at this point where, like, even now, like, I don't want to say like we're farming for views, but at the end of the day, like, of course, like, I'm more interested in the Sydney Sweeney ad thing because, like, realistically speaking, bro, like, it's popular and it's all over my feed, and so I'm kind of like forced to think about it. Whereas, like, and it actually pisses me off after a while. It's like, bro, why are people so like obsessed with this? It's such a stupid thing. The reason why that goes viral is because there's a small percentile of people who agree with that. And there's a large percentile of people who are like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then there's like the percentage of people who don't give a fuck, right? They're not even on social media. But those people saying, what the fuck are you talking about, causes people who don't even agree with that to make the content in favor of it so that they get all the hate comments and they get viral. You get what I'm saying? And so half of the shit that pisses you off online is not even fucking real. You get what I'm saying? The only thing real is the Intuitionless podcast every Sunday at 8, 7 Central. Nah, I'm playing. But like, you get what I'm saying? And so there's plenty of people making content that they don't even agree with just because they know that people will be like, you're a fucking idiot. And then there's going to be that one guy who's like, no, he's not. Trump, you know, or something like that. So it's like, if you talk about controversial things, you're going to have people argue in your comments, and if people argue in your comments, you get millions of comments. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of a fucked up society when you think about it. Half the shit that pisses us off is probably not even real.
But it's also a funnel for shit you want to see, though. Like, the comments don't show you the same shit that it shows someone else. You know, it's going to show you the things you want to see and the things that you search up. Like, everything is so biased. It's insane.
Exactly. If you get pissed off about something, you're going to see all of... If I commented on one post about a trans woman saying, we're better than real women, da-da-da, I'm going to be like, what the fuck is this idiot talking about? Comment on it. And the next thing you know, out of the billions of people on Earth, there's like 300 people making content like that. I'm going to see every one of their videos and think that this is way bigger of an issue than it actually is.
100%.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what's going on in Europe right now. In Europe, there's a lot of immigration. It's kind of fucking up the cities. But like, we live in America. So like, whenever we like interact with those posts, you're going to see those travel vloggers that are going all around Europe in the worst areas that are affected only by immigrants. But like, I have family in Europe. My friends and family and my brother even in Italy is like, bro, Rome isn't like that. I was there last week. It's not that bad. But they're going through like the district of Rome where all like, it's like the ghetto. Like all of them are there. It's worse than it used to be, but it's not as big of an issue as you think. And everyone's commenting, the West has fallen, the Crusades. Now we're going to go back to war and like fight for our country.
It's like someone just walking through Harlem, but not saying they're in Harlem, just saying they're in New York City and being like, oh, I saw these 2 guys get shot. Don't come to New York City.
Like, you walk through the South Bronx and like you walk through like the worst areas of the South Bronx and you see like crackheads and like, this is New York. Like, that's the name of your video. You're going to get people who say, no, it's not. And then you're going to get people who are saying, damn, I'm never going to New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Fear mongering is a thing. And crazy enough, on Facebook, it's worse because there's a lot of older people on Facebook. So like, even my grandma, who's like in her late 70s, is like, don't go to Canada because I used to not be a citizen, but like I became a citizen at 13, right? Now I'm a citizen. I have a passport. My grandma's like, they might not let you into the country. I've been seeing that they're trying to deport even citizens because of that one situation. That was like whatever. And I was like laughing. I was like, Grandma, like, stop believing the shit you see online because it's pretty believable. It looks like real news. It looks like a news channel, like, you know, and it's like some guy. Well, maybe now they're going to say that, and he can't say they're definitely going to because he knows that's a lie. So he has to, like, it's like propaganda. It's kind of like he's hinting towards it, but it's not real. And then I'm like, bro, this is what it is. Fear mongering is the biggest thing on Instagram. Rage bait and fear mongering. It's like, and they kind of go hand in hand. So we live in the most fucked up society because kids are learning half the shit they know online. And why do you think so many people have such strong opinions on shit? They don't know anything. They literally don't even know why they're angry. They're like, what? And you're like, bro, that's not true. Like, according to this article, your facts are manipulated by the fucking left or the right. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I don't know. You get the point. It's just like we're fucked up. Our society sucks.
I got a question for the women. I want them to comment on this.
Look in the camera.
Got a question for the women out there. You know, we represent you women. We love women.
Bitches. You know?
That's crazy. But there's a tranny, a man that's a woman now.
That's a
That's the
derogatory
face.
term now, John.
It's a man that's a woman now.
But like
I don't care.
Okay.
operation
over.
or no operation. That's that's the key of it all.
Yeah.
I
Like,
whatever.
Patrick wants to know
One
if
just
he,
fake it.
if he could hit or not.
Yeah, that's
Which
crazy.
is fake and one really.
So now there's a fucking man that's a woman now. That's the face of Ulta. I want to know how women feel about that. That there's
Yeah.
not just a pure woman that's the face of a brand that's directly sold to women. That's
Yeah, like
for
it's
women.
targeting women. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
targeting
obviously not
transgender.
anymore.
But that's a terrible business plan. Excluding the idea that
yeah,
like,
women
there are-
already
that's what-
feel excluded.
Yeah.
That's what Bud
But
Light
now
did.
they're
But
yeah,
that,
Bud Light had the same person.
Same thing,
It's the
yeah.
same person.
Oh wow.
It's the
no way.
Daniel David or fuck the person's name is.
Oh no, it was a woman. Oh, Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah,
oh
it's
no
that guy.
way.
He's the
Man.
face
Oh,
of
that
Ulta
woman.
now.
Wow, he's really
He's
or
the
she-
face of Ulta now.
She made it, dude. That's crazy. Bud Light and then Ulta.
she.
Yeah, but look
No,
what
I-
happened.
The most influential
happened to-
transgender
Look
ever.
what happened to Bud Light though when they made that. I don't even know what to call it. The face of it.
I'm not
That's
even. I
fucking-
can't even.
Everyone hated it.
If you're a trans in a film that like actually makes sense,
Yeah.
to be a fan- like for example,
Squid
in,
Games.
in Euphoria or Squid Games, in Euphoria, that trans girl like had like a pretty good role, like and he had a he was a good actor. He's a good actor. He's a good actor, bro. That's guy. I don't give a fuck. He's a good actor, and really good. Like whatever. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Euphoria.
Did
but
they
it's a good show.
imply in the show that they were trans?
Yes, but like it wasn't like the fucking only thing in the show. Like
Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
could
saying?
see it's meat Loki.
Yeah.
Squid Games is so much more relatable.
It's
though.
meat.
You could tell that. You could tell that thing had a meat.
Yeah.
Squid-
But,
Squid
you
Games?
would be fooled if it was dark.
Squid Games is so much more
Loki.
relatable though, because it was
Loki.
the transgender that was in the army and then got out of the army.
Yeah, and
yeah.
they were
Bro,
trying to fucking.
Yeah, but they got controversy because that wasn't a real trans man. It was just a guy pretending to be a trans man.
Oh come
And I
on!
was
Wait,
literally
no,
like, bro,
no,
it's
wait, it was-
Korea, bro. Like
it was a
bro.
man that was playing that trans woman.
Yeah, but he's not actually like a trans man. He's like a straight man.
he
He's just
can
like,
fight like a motherfucker.
Really?
Too,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
shit, bro. Like,
and bro, when he died,
I thought it was
cried.
just like
I
a
don't care.
chick. I thought it was just like a chick
no,
that just looked kind of a little man.
no.
that
It was a
acting
guy.
as
It was a
man.
guy who was like dressed in very like as a trans woman, but like it was his role. It's kind of like how straight actors play gay guys in movies. Like no one's ever had an issue with it, but
Would you do that?
now,
Would you do that?
hell no, bro. No, actually, hell no, because I love the show Shameless, but like they be going
Oh.
crazy.
You were
Like,
talking about this other day.
yo, they go crazy.
The
Like, they really
ginger?
be- I'm sorry, bro, but like even Shameless, ignoring the gay part, even just the sex scenes in general, just overwhelmingly
Yeah,
long.
that's
Like
just, yeah.
even the gay scenes, whatever. It's not about the gay scenes. It's just in general, but like the actual show in general. The sex scenes are just like 30, 40 seconds long. It's like, all right, bro, like we get it. You're having sex, you know? It's part of the show. I can understand. Like I could watch a gay couple on a show, just kiss hello and shit. It's not the big deal.
Whoa,
Like,
whoa, whoa, whoa!
yeah, yeah,
That
well-
meme, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about that Pedro Pascal?
Oh my god.
He has
yeah.
anxiety, so
His
he touches
anxiety
everybody's
attack.
wife.
What?
He says he has anxiety, so like in when they're filming like the after scenes of like the movie, trying to like show the movie and stuff, like the
Yeah.
premiere or whatever it's called. Like it's just him like hugging up on everybody, like all the women there.
Why?
He's just like
anxiety.
He
what?
has like anxiety, so when he has anxiety, he has to like touch.
He has to
like,
touch something.
hold
Yeah,
something.
yeah. But like that's the thing, like, bro, if my wife is, I don't know, coworkers is always that thing where like,
Yeah, it's
you-
like work
like,
life. It's like a
yeah.
relationship, like work wife. You know.
There's
with
some
them
that
more.
looks like, I forget what co-star it is from. I think it's from the Fantastic Four. The woman co-star, she kind of looks like she's like into it because like she'd be over here grabbing his hand too during interviews. But there's some clips, like there's this one clip, they all took like a group photo, but not with the cast of Fantastic Four. It's like another group of other people, like people in like the industry.
yeah.
And Pedro Pascal's like kind of like bending, like crouching down in the photo, and then he gets up and he literally to the guy's wife he goes like this, and the guy like looks at him like, what the fuck?
I saw like an interview.
Yo,
with,
don't
like,
ever
Hey,
touch
yo,
me like
hey,
that
yo,
again.
Hey
bro.
yo,
That was so deep.
yeah, my fault. I got
Lady.
anxiety. I got anxiety, bro. My fault.
Yeah. Anyways, nah, I'm kidding. So no, but I'm getting at this point where what the
Oh my
fuck,
God.
bro? He's trying to knock me out.
Jesus Christ.
This man's I saw one video where she was like,
I don't vape. I
holding
don't vape.
his neck and shit, and they were like, "Yo, what's going on?" I know now. I get it. It's because anxiety. I had no idea. I thought he was just like macking on her like crazy. I don't give a fuck.
But you know
though.
the girl that he has the show.
He's in
The
way
Last
too
of
many
Us?
shows, bro.
Is it
Way
The
too many
Last of
shows,
Us?
way too many movies.
Is it
yeah,
The Last
he
of Us?
is in that, yeah.
Everyone's like, how come he never has anxiety when he touches when he's with the co-star from Last of Us. She looks like she has like the shape of a head of a fucking potato, my dude.
Okay.
I
Okay.
gotta show you. her.
Moving on.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Like, she looks like she has and she
All right, all right.
she
bro.
talks like a
Done,
fucking
bro. We're
she talks like a
fucking done.
Minecraft person.
Patrick, just put your
Keep
2 weeks
going,
in.
bro.
Put your 2 weeks in on
Roasting.
email right now.
Roasting this.
If you guys
shit
don't
out
let
of
us
it.
go viral, Patrick's gonna get fucked. His whole life's gonna be over.
I need this.
But yeah, so let's. You want to get away from this? Kind of like maybe.
Well, what else has been going on?
Well, fuck, what's going on, man? What's going on with you guys? Like, you know,
Shit.
talk about be vulnerable with me. Oh, I remember her. She looked like she easy to draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hold up. Easy to draw, bro. That's the most disrespectful.
She's 21.
That was
She's-
subtle.
she's 21.
Just a pair of eyes.
Yeah.
A smile.
Yeah.
She's the type of girl that'd be like, my man needs to have 7 figures.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No, yo,
Needs to
yo,
be
I
7
love
feet tall.
going on Reddit. Oh hell no, bro. That's somebody's son. Not to say that. No,
Somebody's
but
goblin.
Like, yo, so the show is based off that video game, and in the video game, like, they portray her as like a pretty girl.
no, but like I'm getting to a point where, like, all right, you just mentioned something about like she looked like the kind of girl that has like my man needs 7 figures, bro. I told you this the other day, but like just for the sake of the show, like it's so funny. Like I go on Reddit a lot lately, right? And like I go on these threads, like. And I don't know why I've been on Reddit. Like Reddit is like a fucked up place. You know what I mean? Like it really is. Like some of the worst people in the world are on Reddit.
The most unemployed.
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Unemployed, like fucking gruesome, sick like they're just like they love watching people die online. Like they spend their whole
On
evening.
Instagram.
No, but Reddit is way worse. Bro, Reddit, like you want to see some fuck shit on go on Reddit. It's like fucking there's literally no rules.
Not safe for work. You see that?
Yeah. Well, that's either porn or someone being beheaded, and they're in like the same thread. So it's like, oh, like somebody's like beating their meat, and then they're like, oh shit, and then they keep beating their like if you keep. If you, like that's like those old fucking weird websites back in the day, like those really fucked up ones, like live leaks and shit. They have like a porn video, and then right under it is like some guy getting fucking
Drowned.
mauled by a bear. And then,
A
like,
group of people in a cage getting drowned. That was the worst one I ever.
yeah,
You seen that? That's a
Oh,
real video.
Yeah, bro.
roll the clip. Nah, imagine.
Don't include that, please.
Wait,
It's
really?
so bad, dude. It's so bad.
This is actually really funny. Like, I don't know if it's funny, but it's funny to me. I don't give a fuck. So, like, a lot of immigrants, obviously, in Europe are coming in more than usual, but like, it's not as bad as like we said before. Like, as like they're making it.
England's #1 baby name is Muhammad.
Yeah. No, England's bad.
Yeah.
England's bad. I'm talking about like Spain.
I saw
Right. So like, I'm referring to Spain right now. In Spain, correct. I don't know if I'm like, don't quote me on this particular part, but I think this is in like Barcelona or like Madrid, like one of the major cities of Spain. And this like group of Moroccan immigrants that were like essentially imported recently, or at least that's what they say. Like, beat him up. He was like a 72-year-old man for like no reason. He just got his ass beat, right?
Like the man was from Spain that got beat
Yeah,
up?
like a Spanish man. And the people of Spain, like the people of that city, like literally bound together. And they created this like gang. It's so crazy. They just go out and beat the shit out of like immigrants, right? But obviously,
Crazy.
but this is crazy. By doing that, now the immigrants are also banding together because clearly some of them aren't bad, like obviously. So it's like they're like, what the fuck? They're gonna beat us up? We'll beat them up. And so it's like a war zone. Like it's gonna become a war zone. At least that's what they're saying. Once again, don't quote me on it. I don't live in Spain, but I'm just saying like it's basically like this group of people formed because of that man that got beat up, and then now this group of like immigrants, Moroccans, and like
Yeah.
even like people from like what's it called, Romanians, like people who just like immigrate to Europe that generally cause issues. Like because they're from poorer countries or they're just poorer immigrants. Like obviously they're gonna commit more crime. But anyways, yeah, they're like banding together, and there's like these like full-on wars. That's why the talk of like the Crusades is coming back, because a lot of these immigrants are Muslim immigrants, and like these people are in Catholic, at least what used to be Catholic-dominated countries. So it's like the Crusades, and people have been posting these videos, like slow-mo videos, like people like like from probably taken out of movies, like they're like full armor with like crosses and shit. And they're like, "You guys ready to join the movement?" And I'm like, "Damn!" Like I'm not gonna lie, this shit kind of gets me hype, even though I'm not even really like Catholic like that. It's like crazy, like the thing. It's really getting bad out there. At least that's what it looks like. Like the parts of Italy that I've been to that are condensely populated by people who are like immigrants are way more populated now, and there are way bigger issues than they used to be. But like I said, like obviously I have relatives in Europe who are telling me like it's not that bad. But even me, I mean, I fucking go down to Chinatown or Canal, like by Canal Street, bro, and like it's literally like it looks like a third world country, bro. There's like it's not just the people. It's not like I don't care, but it's also like what they're doing. It's like there's garbage everywhere. There are people like there always has been, but worse. It's like there's like 4,000 vendors on every street corner selling like fake bags and shit, and like every 2 minutes they're packing up to like run away, and then they're coming back and they're like it's like it kind of reminds me of Italy. In Italy, they had that like a lot of street vendors. They sell by the beach and shit. They sell like cheap earrings and stuff, and when the cops come, they pack up and they run. When you could tell when someone's like a foreigner in America, and you could tell when they're from a foreigner that's from like a third world country, kind of, you could just tell by like their demeanor, the way they look at you, the way they look at women. It's like they just come from a whole different world. And so I keep seeing this statement. It's like you import the third world and you become the third world. Like, yeah, if that keeps happening, that's gonna happen, because like these people have no interest on changing. It's kind of like the whole thing with ICE, like. Don't get me wrong.
Crazy that they want to come here though, and they just don't want to get accustomed to how it is here.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point, right? You're leaving your country because you're seeking asylum because
you're tired of it,
and then you want to bring it here. Like I never understood that. It's the same thing with like this approach with ICE, the protests with the bricks being thrown at cop cars. Like you're waving an Mexican flag in a country that you want to stay in, burning the flag of the country that you want to stay in, and then like being mad when they're like, okay, we'll send you back to your country. It's kind of like there's so much hypocrisy in these protests. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be mad. Like if you've been in this country 20 years and they're going to deport you now, I get it. That would piss me off too. Like I get that. But why are you going outside and not saying this is a beautiful country of like mixed cultures? No, you're outside like, fuck this country. Okay, go back home. No. Like you ever seen the AI videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. And it's actually true though. It's like, fuck this country, fuck the police, fuck the president. Okay, go back to yours. No, it's dangerous there. Okay, so then why do you want
that happening in like Canada?
Well,
a lot of
Canada is bad.
Muslim Indian people that are moving.
It's
there.
mostly Indians.
Now you said
Toronto.
it's like they're like trying to put it to like Sharia law. What was it?
Sharia law. Sharia law is crazy and like oppresses women in a way like that no one's okay with.
Oppresses kids.
Oppresses children. Oppresses society in general, like in a way that's crazy. Like you want to talk about a fucking oppression? America has no idea. They still have like slavery over there. Like people don't understand. Like women are property. The men have unlimited wives. If a woman, like honor killings are still legal. It's just kind of like, it's a fucked up like barbaric society. You get what I mean?
It's not only that they're having too much kids, is that the rest of the world is having too little. Population collapse is going to be the next thing that happens in the next 10 years.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
Well,
It's just like even the housing market, bro. There's nobody our age that has like a full house, able to have kids. Like it's insane.
Well, even the whole idea, right? So there was this whole statistical analysis. It was like this guy was saying, like once a certain like group of people or certain country population averages less than 1.3 kids per household, then there's no reversing it. Even if everyone starts like piping crazy and having mad kids, there's no reversing it. And that's been like shown throughout all of human history. Italy has a 1.2 per household. Italy's already cooked. Most countries in Europe are like sitting at like 1.5 and below. And America too. America's like 1.7, right? Kids per household. The Middle East, bro, like Sharia law countries like Afghanistan, Yemen. Keep in mind, the poorest countries where like it's very difficult to feed your kids and shit are having 7, 8 per household. Like it's pretty obvious that like they're gonna kind of take over at some point. And the concern isn't the fact that there'll be more brown people in the world. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm concerned about the laws that they want to bring over. They're going to set us back hundreds of years. Like people don't realize this. Like everyone wants to hate on the West, but at the end of the day, the West is living in the future. All of these people are living in the past. Like just because I don't like the trans movement to an extent. Doesn't mean that I believe that all trans people should just die because they're trans. Like these people literally believe that. I still think people have value and importance regardless of their mental health condition or regardless of what they believe they are, whoever they want to be with. Like I don't have an issue with gay people or anything like along those lines.
But age of consent should not be 8 years old.
Yeah, age of consent. Like you're talking about religions that like men who are in their 40s marry 9-year-old, 10-year-old girls. I don't care. That'll never be okay. And the fact that, yes, you're okay. Here's another thing. Let me preface this. Islam is not that religion. I come from a predominantly Islamic country. It's not a Sharia law abiding country like Albania. Nobody in Albania believes that like into these sick things. And also keep in mind, only a quarter of all Muslims are Sharia law abiding Muslims. So the other 3/4 of them are just like regular good people to an extent. I mean, I don't know, like, you know, from what I know, right? So I don't care about the entire religion. I'm just talking about Sharia law. Sharia law, like, bro, like think about it. Like one of the laws in Sharia law is if you are not willing to conform to Islam, you die, or you can die, not you will die. If you walk around with a woman who's not your wife, you can get arrested. You know what I'm saying? Or
You shouldn't do that anyway. No,
no, you walk around with a woman. But how you gonna mac on girls in the club, bro?
Well, yeah, Ronaldo.
You can't even walk. You can't even walk up to them. You get fucking arrested. Like,
Ronaldo plays for Saudi Arabia. He was in I think it was either Saudi Arabia or like one of the neighboring countries,
Saudi.
Yemen or one of.
Yeah.
And he took a picture.
Yemen,
Yeah,
yeah.
one
Yeah,
of
Saudi. One of the like.
I think it was Saudi Arabia. But he was taking a picture with this like elderly woman. She was in a wheelchair, and he hugged her like when he took the picture. And that's a big no-no in Saudi Arabia. So then when Portugal played in Saudi Arabia, he wasn't allowed to go.
That's crazy.
Crazy. And
they
also
had to make an exception for him to live with his girlfriend.
and that's another thing. Yeah. Which is insane.
Oh, you're not. Oh, because they're not married.
Yeah, you can't live with someone you're not married to.
You
Yeah.
can't even hold her hand in the
Yeah.
street if it's not your wife.
Well, there's no PDA at all, bro.
Yeah.
At all.
That's
It's crazy. But that's something I could be okay with. Like I don't care about PDA. I understand like they're a more conservative culture. What I don't accept is like women just not being allowed to like work in certain fields. Women like I still think that women should be allowed to like do whatever they please, even if I don't agree with it. Like that's kind of why freedom exists. You get what I'm saying? So
Wow. Under some versions of the Sharia law, a woman who alleged rape without producing 4 male witnesses risked being charged with adultery herself.
and dying.
God.
Wow.
Oh, also if you cheat on your husband, you die. But if your husband cheats on you,
Oh yeah, bans on education for women too.
Yeah.
Disgusting, dude.
What?
I said we out. I'm fucking with you.
There was a whole controversy with Andrew Schultz where he was like on like this, some type of like talk show with this guy. I forgot his name, but some fucking you know who he is, like some talk show host. And
Who is it?
he was talking about how he could like Andrew Schultz, if it's not a war zone or any like type of like unsafe environment, more than like in the sense of war, like not in the sense of like crime, he could survive in any Sharia law country, like in Kabul or something, or like. Not Yemen. Yemen's a war zone. That's why I laugh when you said Yemen, because Yemen's like the most unsafe country in the Middle East right now. So, but
Yeah, ever since Obama. Never mind.
Wait,
what do you do?
Really?
No, say it. I'm saying.
Oh, he dropped a shit ton of drones on them, dude. Like, dudes, bro. This is real, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Please Google
Why
this.
didn't you want to say that?
It's just fucked up. It's just super fucked
Bring
up.
it up. Fuck it.
But anyway,
I hope
bro,
it
what's really fucked up is like the people dropping those bombs. Search this up, bro. They were using PS controllers, bro. PlayStation
Mhm.
controllers to drop those bombs, dude.
What's fucked up about that?
What? That's insane, bro.
That's that Gen
And
Z
these were
shit.
like 20 years old. These are kids, bro. And the B2 bomber that got sent to
Yeah.
that was literally driven by or operated by a 20-year-old.
That's kind of fire. though.
Insane, dude.
Yo, just keep in mind B-2 bombers, like the actual like, I think it's like so like only 1% of the Air Force, or like 2% of the Air Force flies planes. And then out of that 1%, only like 1% of them are B-2 bombers. Like you got to be literally like you have to ace every single test, and you still might not get it. And like out of like a 60 to like 100-person graduating class of like pilots, only like one of them, if one or two, sometimes none, get a B-2 bomber. And like if you're a B-2 bomber, bro, you're actually just like objectively elite at everything. Like you pass like the 9 G-force training without even passing any
Damn.
flight.
Well, like you could have gotten a job anywhere though.
Yeah.
You know, you could be working for NASA.
And you're
right
still
now.
getting paid the same as like some fucking
Yeah.
infantry marine or something. You're like actually.
You gotta-
No offense, Chris, but like you know what I mean. Like B-2 bomber, bro. Like this guy's like a fucking genius. OD good.
Why
At
can't you do that, bro?
But nah, like moral of the story is like the B-2 bomber. Like that's the thing about the military is like everything has to be fair. So like every rank gets paid the same, even if you're doing way more extraordinary things. The only difference is in the Air Force is like that's why if I would have joined, I would have joined the Air Force. It's like the skills that you could acquire in the Air Force can make you like very well off later on in life. Like if you became an aircraft engineer for $1 billion aircrafts, like you'll probably make a couple $100K a year if you keep working in the military as a contractor for them rather than like an active service member. You get what I mean?
Yeah, it's just crazy though how young these kids are though. Like not running the world, but creating a lot of stuff that's happening.
It's fucked up though. Like even World War II, bro. Like half those kids out there were like 16. They weren't even like fucking full on like adults. Like they weren't even close.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think that like if you see those kids back then, they look like they're like 27 years old because of like the wear and tear on their bodies from just being in that military. If you're that young in the military, like your body has like a faulty development, I would say, because you're putting your body through things that it's not supposed to go through. Like all people in the military, bro. All people in the military.
Especially getting drafted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like people nowadays, they know what they're expecting. They know that they could most likely handle the fact that they're going to war. Back then it was
and
the
social
draft.
media exists, like we said, and everyone's softer. If they get abused too much, like they could still sue the military and probably win.
Yeah. But back then it was like you're in the draft, bro. You either go or you get arrested.
I mean, how many people? This is crazy too. I learned this a while back. The amount of people who actually died in training because they got shot. Like they used to shoot live rounds. Sometimes they still do. When you're crawling under the barbed wire, and people would pick their head up and get their head shot clean off and shit, and like they would be like it's like swap them out for another guy. Like it's crazy.
Is that real?
Yeah, well, that was like in a movie, but that's why I looked into it. I forgot what movie it was in, but like, people like lift their head up and they just get smoked.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, but like that actually happened. Now, obviously, films will make everything more dramatic. It wasn't like a prominent issue like it sounds like, but still, even if that even happened in general, it's wild. Like now, the military does like fake fake rounds and shit. They just shoot to scare you to make you like to simulate it. But yeah, bro, fucking Air Force is lit, bro. If you're in the Air Force, you're lit. You heard me?
If you drive a V2 bomber or I keep saying drive. I don't think you drive a fucking plane.
You don't even fly it. You like fucking computerized.
Operate that.
That shit is operated. They fly for hours. Like they were up in the air for 32 hours.
Yeah, undetectable, dude. That's so dope.
Yeah, that was the thing too. Like people were like, oh, like America. Like, did you see the stealth bomber that I think one of the Russian ones? It was like this OD like loud big ass plane and like. Someone was saying like, oh, we saw the B-2 bombers. Like, I hope they don't hurt us. And like, I cannot get over that. I think I talked about this on one of the other podcasts before, but I'll talk about it again. I love the fact that this is a 2.6 billion, maybe less, a little less, but like in the 2 billion range, 1 to 2 billion range, like insanely innovative piece of technology. And people on social media will see that and be like, that's the Freedom Dorito. Like they refer to that plane as the Freedom Dorito. It's so funny because it does low-key look like a Dorito. And the amount of like engineering that went into that thing, like everyone says this, and it's actually it's pretty hard. Like it's pretty gangster to say like, yo, if you see it, you're good. Like if you don't see it, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you see it, like people were saying, oh, we saw it flying, like then you're fine. If you saw that shit, you're good.
Or if you hear it.
Yeah. The same with the fucking A-10, bro. If you hear the bullets, you're safe. Because it hits you first and then it goes at the end. That shit is so cool. Like I can't lie, bro. Like the propaganda gets me too. I see some military videos. I'm like, yo, that shit's fire. Like there's like a weird desire as a man. It's like this primal urge to like go and fight. You know what I mean? And I guess maybe it's just some honorable, sensation.
Blood feud you got going on, you Albanians.
Oh my god, bro. Are we gonna talk about that?
We can't.
The blood feud.
Oh my god.
You heard about this?
Nah.
So like obviously like me being Albanian, I also never really heard about it until like pretty recently. My grandma like brought it up randomly. I was like in the northern parts of Albania mostly, but like there was like one of the longest feuds in like human history. They have like this code basically. It's like it's a code. That's why I like the idea of like, oh, why are Albanians so like scary? They say like because some Albanians come from like regions of Albania where like it was kind of like a lawless land to an extent. So, like, there's something called the Kanun in Albania, and there was, like, this code that was, like, hundreds of years ago. It's basically, like, if you spill my blood, I spill your blood. But, like, these feuds have been going on for years. Like, a lot of Albanians in this country, like, fled here from the feud. So, like, if you, like, hurt or killed my firstborn son or, like, one of my sons, or even if like, for example, one of my guests at my house, ate at my house and then you killed him with his food in my belly, you have a feud with my family and his family now because I fed him.
That's crazy.
And the feud is, bro, hundreds of years. Like, people have been killing each other and they don't even know why. They're like, I don't even know what happened. Oh, you stole my fucking sheep or my goat like 300 years ago. And then, like, literally, it's still going on. So basically, the feud is like, yeah, like blood for blood. But it's been going on for so long that people are still like just trying to wipe out bloodlines. They're literally trying to wipe out like the last name, you know? And so it's like kids and women children are like excluded until the boy is 14. Then he's like free game. So it's like, and so in this feud, if an Albanian kid like is like walking down the street and he gets shot and he like somehow gets away, and then it happens again twice, that counts as a death. So now that kid is safe, but he can still come after you. And they have to like announce themselves. And Albanians are like really big on honor, and they still are. So like even when I was a kid, when I got like caught like stealing at school, my dad was like, "This is dishonorable," like, you know, and I got rocked for that. Like, so long story short, whatever. Like, yeah. So like if I shoot you and injure you twice and you don't die, that counts as a death. So now I can come after you. And there have been reported cases of people like, in the streets, and they have like a gun and they're like, "Stop," and you know, and like they have like a literal like Viking honorable death. Like they'll literally just be like they'll announce themselves and they'll like be like, "Do what you have to do," like, you know. They'll do it and they just smoke them. But it's like, bro, now keep in mind this has been going on like over 300 years. It's just like, what the fuck am I even killing this guy for? I don't know. You know
in that video, they also said it's cattle for cattle. So if you kill my cattle, I'll kill your cattle.
Yeah,
but if you kill my dog, I can kill your son.
Oh yeah,
like a dog. A dog is part of the family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around with Albanians.
That's how Egyptians were too, though.
But anyways, yo,
I'm just gonna see a tinted out Mercedes in front of my house.
Oh,
tonight.
it's over. If you see it, you're safe. It's like it's the Freedom Albanian Dorito.
Big ass red flag.
If you see the fucking Albanian in front of your house, you're safe, bro. He's guarding you. He's not there.
See him, dude. Pull one of these.
Right? Yeah. No. You gotta twist like this.
Shkorta.
It's like this.
Very nice.
My fault, bro.
How dare you, bro? You're lucky you're fucking with me, bro. Because if not, they come looking for you right now.
Not real.
And I always think about this too. Like, people still live in like this fucking like middle age kind of like mentality. It's like, and no disrespect. Like, I don't want to get into no.
So you have an iPhone though, dude.
Yeah. It's crazy because all these people will say like the West has like polluted minds, and I guess to an extent they're right, because there's no such thing as freedom without like terrible things. Like Elon Musk said it best. He said like freedom isn't like letting you say bad things I agree with. Freedom is letting you say things I don't agree with and still letting you say them like on my platform. And I agree with that. The biggest problems with freedom of speech are never things that you agree with. It's always things that you disagree with. So if you're willing to let someone say terrible things, even horrible things like Nazi style shit or like really racist things, that's still freedom of speech. You can't have one without the other.
But come up with a better point, you know? Argue that bad point with a better point, and then people will read that and understand.
Also, I'm sorry, but suppressing this only hides it more from the world.
Exactly.
So it's like you want to know that people like this exist.
It's like the Epstein files. Trump.
Yeah, what's up?
The more he tries to hide it, the more we think that he's the main culprit.
Yeah, either that or that there's someone like really behind gun.
Higher up.
Here's my theory on it. I have no basis on this theory. It's just like basically something I conjured in my head. What if it's not even Trump, right? I'm not saying this in favor of him. I'm really just saying, what if it's not like because of Trump, but it's like and hear me out.
What if it's the Mossad's?
No. Well, that's a different story. But I'm saying, what if every single like there's like, all right, like in the last like what? How long did Epstein like run this island for?
Shit,
20, 30, 40 years, whatever it is, right? So in those, let's say 20 years, let's just say 20 years. What if in the last 20 years there's been so many elected like government officials in America, or just people in power in general, people in charge of massive corporations, CEOs of like health agencies and shit? What if all of those people were involved? Would that not destabilize the entire country if we found out? Like, this is my theory. They're afraid. What if they're just hiding the Epstein files because they'll see, what? Bill Clinton's on there and he was a president. Oh, what? I don't know. This guy was here and he's a congressman and he makes laws. Like, and this guy's here. He's allowing like child exploitation, but he's also making laws against it. Oh, this guy's in charge of a corporation. I've been buying it for years. Oh, this guy, you know what I'm saying? These people have so much power and they've been here. would that not make America look weaker? That our government is indeed that corrupt?
Are we not already weak though? If we're hiding that from our people?
Well, I think and my theory is it's like maybe hiding it is better than the alternative, which is for everyone in America to find out that all along we've been lied to and then start like some sort of revolution.
Especially with this shit.
Because in reality, bro, that would start like a revolution. If we found out that like every single like world leader, even like let's say like what if like fucking I don't know our enemy, what if Kim Jong-un was at FC Island just vibing with Clinton? You know what I'm saying? Like like what if it's like the secret billionaires club thing too? Like regardless of the terrible things that happen there, I'm just saying what if like we found out that all of the people that we're supposed to trust with our safety and the benefits of being in America and just like being safe in America are the ones indeed making it less safe, and like we elected them. That's a big slap in the face because everyone knows government's corrupt, but to what extent? To that extent, like child pedophilia, like sick fucking child blood injections, adrenochrome shit, like that's crazy. Like once that happens, that goes from being like a very deeply rooted conspiracy to being just 100% a fact that goes into history. That will just open us up for a revolution and open up other countries to try and take down the empire. If you look at it from that lens, it's almost like, well, what would you do? What if now, not because it's Trump, just in general, imagine Trump because he's a leader right now. What if Trump is not allowed to release them, or he doesn't want to because he knows it might like ruin the country's image and whatever. Like it doesn't have to be because he's in the files. It could also be that the people who are really in charge are not letting him, like the Mossad. That's where I was getting at with the Mossad. Like, you know,
I think the truth comes out in the end.
I think so too, but it's gonna be long after a lot of these people are already dead.
Speaking of lies, bro, did you hear about that story where that guy came from Vegas with an AR-15, walked into the NFL building in the city?
Nah.
He shot that woman?
Yeah, I saw that there was a shooting in New York
So
City.
they're saying that
in New York City, or Vegas?
yeah, this happened in New York City.
Didn't you just say Vegas?
He came from Vegas with his AR-15, which is
okay.
really weird. First of all, because like, how do you drive that long? You know,
Yeah.
He drove or flew?
No, he drove.
Oh wow.
He drove. But anyway,
I mean, it's pretty easy.
he gets here, right?
Yeah.
Long story short, he dies because he kills himself, kills a bunch of other people, kills himself. NYPD says that they find a note in his wallet, descripting like saying that essentially CTE is at fault and that the NFL knows things that regular people don't, and that they're pretty much causing like massive amounts of CTE, which is like CTE is really bad for your brain, but like kills you, makes you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, what is that?
Depression.
It's like the concussion. It's like the long-lasting concussion. Remember when I was in high school and that guy made that book called Lasting Impact on my team? And like I was like one of the main culprits in that book because I was like I had a fractured back, so I was like talking to him a lot. And in that book, it like details like the long-lasting effects of really high-contact sports like football, especially. And like it was around the time that CTE became much more like widely spoken about. And CTE is basically like it's like punch drunk. It's like the syndrome that they used to call for boxers. Like you get hit in the head so many times that it fucks up the way your brain like regulates the hormones and everything. And so you start to become like you want to like. I mean, one of the most common things is like mental health, like really deep depressions and like suicide and stuff, but also just like overall losing your mind. But you're conscious of losing your mind, so that's why they get like suicidal, because they're like kind of like forgetting things or losing everything. They're starting to realize that like their head has been banged up so much. But like I forgot what it's like. That's like basically the gist of CTE. Though.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this,
Basically,
like your brain is like defective to a point that it makes you depressed, and obviously hormones have a lot to do with depression. So
yeah, so they're saying that was the reason that he went in there. That was his whole point, to kill people who work for the NFL because they have something to do with that. But it's so weird because he didn't play past high school. Like he didn't play football past high school. And then a whole other thing where he went apparently to the wrong floor. Like he was looking for the NFL floor, but went to the wrong floor. I'm pretty sure it was like floor 33 or something. But anyway, that floor is BlackRock's floor. BlackRock,
yeah,
the company,
of course,
big ass company. That's
yeah.
So essentially
60% owned by the Jews. Yeah.
yeah. So they have this REIT type of thing where it's like they invest in real estate.
Right.
So what they do essentially, or that division of the company, they buy houses, they buy single family houses, and then rent them out. Turn them into rentals,
Right.
turn them into like dividends to get money from like they just pitch up the stock. I mean, pitch up the house like crazy, and then charge
just like
massive
fucking
amounts of rates.
Oversaturated the housing market. So we
Exactly.
can never buy
Yeah.
anything.
So
yet.
anyway, the woman that one of the women that, or one of the people, which was a woman that he killed, ended up being like the head of that whole investment side of buying out houses and but anyway, where they were buying the houses, or like overpopulating, was in Las Vegas. So it has a lot to do with like his houses, him not being able to buy houses, but they didn't want to put that in. What my theory is, and obviously what I've seen online, there's no basis to this, no truth. Just what I see is that he wasn't really going to the NFL. That whole note in his wallet was fake. Well, not fake, but like it was doctored in somehow.
Someone planted.
And that he was really going there, and that he did the job that he wanted to do. It's just that the whole thing with Luigi Mangione and how people reacted to that,
right?
By him killing that CEO of the insurance company, where I feel like they just couldn't have that again.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the idea. A lot of people were like, "Oh, another CEO." Like, now you guys want to know why? Like, we were supporting Luigi, and it's like, I get it, but like, it's just like we're still like, we can't live in a society where people are just smoking people they don't like. But also another thing, like a company like BlackRock, without doubt, even the entire government, anyone who's rich at all, who's like old money rich, is investing in Vanguard, BlackRock. Like they're $1 trillion investment. Like
401ks.
Like, so it's like like they're not gonna let any bad publicity go to that, because then it's just gonna like create questions, and people are gonna start digging even more, and they're gonna find shit. Because like that's one thing I gotta say. We spoke a lot about how bad social media is, but I will say a lot about how good it is too. Like no one can really lie anymore. Israel is like putting out propaganda, and they're instantly
shout out to Elk Boys.
Yeah. Why?
Because they did that interview with Netanyahu, bro, and then asked him what his favorite fast food was.
They did it with
what?
With the president of
Israel.
Or the whatever it's called,
the prime minister.
Prime minister, yes.
What was his favorite fast food?
This is their target market.
Their target market is hilarious.
But I mean, you're saying because like they're just asking.
It's just dumbass questions, bro.
This guy is literally actively in one of the most controversial wars of
and
our
he
lifetime.
said no, bro. Netanyahu said no to everybody. Every other reporter, bro, says no to every.
What was his favorite food?
I don't know, bro. I didn't watch it.
Oh, then how'd you know they asked it?
Because it's just dumbass
Why
question.
are you so like focused on what it was, the response, rather than why would they ask the question in the first place?
I was
Ask him
confused
real
on why
quick.
he was bringing up Nelk Boys.
Here's the thing. I think I'm getting it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like you have the chance to interview one of the most controversial leaders in the world, and the first like the questions you have.
And it's obvious what Netanyahu is going there to do, dude. He knows that they're not going to ask him real.
Well, he's doing what Trump did. Like Trump used like what the lower like Gen Z like millennials are like consuming to like get popularity. Like
he went on Joe Rogan's, and then Kamala.
But he also went with Nelk. He didn't go on their
did.
podcast, but he hung out with them. He went on Logan Paul. He went on Theo Vaughn, bro. Like Theo Vaughn was talking about doing cocaine with Trump.
Right.
I think
That's
Theo
insane.
Vaughn is actually like the GOAT of podcasting, because he had Vance on, and the whole time with Vance, he was just like talking about being a peeping Tom.
That was so.
And
good.
Vance is trying so hard to be politically correct to that level and professional, and even he was losing it. Like he was laughing so hard. Because Theo Vaughn is just saying that he's like, well, you got 40. He's like, I got 40 acres in Gady, where the president, where vice president lives, and he's a Trump. Actually, Trump says it a lot to me that like, where I live is better than him. And he's like, and I have this like, it's beautiful like, observatory on the roof, and like, we have like a view of the 40-acre lot that we stay on. And he's like, you get some real peeping Tom, and you can put a mic, like a telescope in there. Like he's just saying crazy shit, and Vance is just like laughing. He's like, what the, and like, Vance wants to be like, what the fuck is you talking about? But he can't.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because Theo Vaughn is good at, like, he's one of my biggest inspirations for this podcast, because I like being funny. Like we always laugh. Honestly, we're probably more funny off camera, to be fair, but we're trying to like get more comfortable on camera. Theo Vaughn is so good at being funny and serious, and you're able to take him seriously when he wants to be. Even though he says the most blasphemous, insanely like retarded things, it's still like when he starts talking about serious shit, you're like, damn, that's facts. That's good. That's good what he said. Like, but yeah, what I was getting at with social media though is like that it's so amazing that propaganda is being fact checked. Even with Kamala, like when she said we have no active military members, and within like probably seconds, where are we then? Like that video came out, And that video had to be at least have some truth to it, because I mean it had so many like views and interaction.
Yeah.
There was not many they didn't talk about it, right? Like Kamala's team didn't say, well, that was a lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? So clearly, you know what I mean, there was at least some sort of validity to it. But right now with Israel and Palestine and all this shit, bro, like they're putting out videos, and the Palestinians or people who are like from that area who live there are literally putting out the same video. Like, bro, that's such cap. Like, oh, we didn't blow up that building. And the guy's like, where? I'm standing on the building right now. And there's like all rubble or some shit. It's like, you know, it's pretty amazing that social media is like really good at like basically fact checking. Even Elon Musk, like with Twitter, is doing a really good job at like allowing people to fact check. They have like what is that? Like the I think it's like comment. It's not like posts, but it's like I forgot what it's called, but it's some type of like comment
community
section.
notes.
Yeah, community notes. There you go. And like they fact check him, and even he gets fact checked. Like he's also a victim of his own system in that sense. So I can respect that. Social media is a pretty powerful tool to stop lies and like
to stop censoring, and to if this is not a real post, or you know, if it's not a factual post, then you know, under it in the community notes it should have, you know, what's real, and send me a link, you know, put a link on there as to why. And I love that. Yeah.
And that kind of goes back to the whole concept of like you can't have freedom without having bad things, just like you can't have a powerful tool like social media without like that's fact checking but also spreading more lies. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of just brings us to the end of this episode. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
No.
It's been great. Another conversation.
You having fun?
Boys.
You having fun with us, bro?
Always.
Thanks.
Fuck yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. That'll be all for today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more notifications if you like what you're watching. And drop a comment in the comments if anything we said resonated with you. And most importantly, if there's anything you want us to talk about that we haven't covered. But other than that, see you in the next one. Peace.